Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of August 25th. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Aries, we are here at the beginning of Virgo season, and we just had today Mercury also join the Sun in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and on the 27th they're even going to conjunct. So this is a time where it's really about getting everything nicely in a row. I was talking to somebody about how, and it's both Virgos, they would get depressed around this time, and it's, some people get depressed around their birthday, but it had that added back to school depression to it. So that is an energy just to be aware of, and as an Aries you probably aren't in it as much as those Virgos are, but that is an energy along with the follow-up eclipse to the eclipse that we had on August 12th. This is going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces on the full moon. So regardless of where you are in the world, there's going to be a full moon. There is also going to be a lunar eclipse on the night of the 28th, so Friday. And that is a good time where anything that's been stirred up in the last 2 weeks, this is about that conclusion, that resolution, where you want to go. This is the time to make sure that those endings end so that you can get those new beginnings that you're asking for with this eclipse season. Yeah, so let's see what that means for you. And this week I am using the Maps deck just because they're blunt, and that is the honesty that we're looking for to get the clarity we need through this eclipse. Yeah. So let's see what we got going on for Aries. Flying, good for you, bud. And I'm pretty sure just because the cardinal signs have been kind of put off the hook. Eclipse season had moved out of that Aries Libra axis for a minute. And there was also the North Node and South Node in that Aries Libra axis before. And so now you're able to fly because all of the work that you've been putting in the last few years, Aries, it's now time to take flight. It's now time to see all of the fruits of your labor coming out. And so flying, when you get out of your own way, this is what is possible for you. So yeah, any last little trail things that you need to let go right now is the time to do so. Because it has been a balancing act for you, Aries. I mean, for you and for most of the collective, balancing act, that budgeting balancing act has been a thing. But this is saying that you are maybe at least seeing a light at the end of the tunnel of all of the things that you've had to balance between work and play, between practical and fun things. Like that is, time to now tip the scales in your favor. And this balancing act isn't so much of a teeter-totter anymore. This is you being able to firmly walk. Yeah. Listening. So Aries, this is the opportunity for you to find the quiet within yourself. That balancing act led you to a quiet moment within you to be able to hear what is actually needed. You were able to tune out your own inner thoughts of, I can't do this, I can't believe I'm doing this type of shit. And now you're able to listen to that internal guide and the external guides. Internal and external forces are always there to be tapped into, but you have to quiet that own self-talk sometimes, Aries. So this is an invitation for you. If you want the flying card, you have to become quiet. You have to become so quiet that you can, you're hearing that deep inner actual power that you have so that you can accomplish things in the real world. Yeah. Ride the wave. So this is a good outcome for that flying card. And it's saying that because it could be if you are a pilot, yeah, you can literally fly. But for the most part, Aries, this is you just riding that wave. That flying is more of a you in flow with what is around you. And ride the waves is saying that Aries, you have learned the lessons around trying to force things to happen in your life, and now you are moving with the current, because there's times where, you know, if you are actually riding the wave, you don't need momentum. The wave is moving for you. But if you aren't working with the wave, it can run your ass into the sand, yeah, turn you upside down. So Aries, this is saying that, yeah, you've got that balancing act. To get to riding the wave, you got to learn how to balance and listen to that internal, deeper knowing. Yeah. And that means that you got to tune out all the bullshit. Tune out all the bullshit. And so, Aries, for you this week, if you do something like surfing or skateboarding, cool, because that's an actual literal flow state that you have to be in to be able to balance there. But flow space is also just you getting into flow. Like if you play an instrument, if you create anything, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just cooking dinner. It's choosing your clothes, like I've said before. Get into your personal flow state, Aries, and you will be riding waves and flying before you know it. That is what the Maps deck has for you. But to soothe ourselves from this Pisces full moon eclipse happening, I'm going to use the Healing Water Oracle as well. So let's see what we got going on for Aries. What's going to soothe Aries, help Aries ride this wave this week? The Siren. Use your voice, expansion, and freedom. So Aries, this siren is just saying, like, so you are the siren. You are not being siren called by other things. You got to quiet yourself so that you can feel that inner force of the siren. And yeah, using your voice is saying that sometimes, Aries, you know, like I've talked about before, where we have to get things out into the real world. You got to get the ideas out of your head. And so writing it down or using your voice, you are being asked to use your voice to find your highest freedom right now. So Aries, express what you need and the world will provide it in whatever way it looks like this week. It's magical. You have a very great reading right off the bat for this eclipse moment. So Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope that helps, and I do hope that you do find ways to ride that wave this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.